left-wing Kingz. Listen, think, act, repeat.
Israel has a long-held belief in a doctrine of preemption when it comes to national security. This doctrine emphasizes acting decisively against any threats before they become unmanageable. But the United States is asking Israel to show restraint. Walanda, if another country attacked the United States, will we show restraint or will we embrace Israel's preemption doctrine?
I think it depends on the nature and the scale of the attack itself. But after 9/11, we know where we are. Like 9/11 was not a game to us, and I think we really felt the impact of what could happen. So I think now we ain't showing a restraint. We always about power and how big we look and grandiose. So no, we would not be restrained, and we know that. So it's hard to tell another country, don't defend yourself, even though people are trying to eradicate you. Because if somebody's trying to eradicate us, we see how quickly we flew some bombs over there, started hitting buttons when 9/11 occurred. So I think our mindset is totally different, and it's hard for us, but we can be hypocrites in a lot of areas of our lives, and I think this would be one. I think if we had a large impact scale of our people being harmed, like after 9/11, there's no way there would be restraint.
Nope.
I mean, historically, we never have.
No, true, that too.
I mean, we can take the big ones, Pearl Harbor, and 9/11, and we just don't rock like that. But hell, what about the small things like the USS Cole and stuff like that? Nigga, we send the Navy SEALs on somebody in a minute. We don't and won't tell nobody.
Yeah.
We'll murk your leader, nigga. We don't.
Exactly.
That's the American way. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? So it is kind of hard, but Israel ain't us.
Right.
That's the whole thing. Like that's us bringing us. We the biggest bully on the block. Like, all right, you want to go hit the bully in the mouth. Well, you probably gonna get punched back.
But when the bully's standing behind your ass,
yeah. But if your little brother go out and start a fight, you're gonna be like, yo, hold him up. If you're the bully, like, all right, I feel you, I can get him, but you can't go out starting no fights. Yeah. And even if the fight got started with you, depends on how you're gonna finish it. And that's kind of where Israel's sitting right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like they just ain't us.
Yeah.
And the problem with Israel is they surrounded by a whole bunch of people want to get rid of them.
That's what I was gonna say.
Right.
They are surrounded by hate.
They're surrounded by a whole bunch of people. That's why they got the preemptive doctrine. Pretty much, if something comes up, we got to get rid of it quick, fast, in a hurry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they don't sit alone being able to do that. If they were sitting on their own, that's one thing. But and you have to, and you look at the everything on a grand scale, right? Like this is how world wars get started. Because you got a bully over here, a bully over there, and these two smaller skirmishes start happening. The next thing you know, they got it gets to a bigger war to where now we fighting all over the world because of what happened with this smaller skirmish. And that's, I think, where America kind of comes in and tries to say, let's figure that out before that happens. You know what I'm saying? So
Definitely agree.
Yeah, I'll say that to your point about like Israel's got like Lebanon right there. It's got Gaza right there.
Everybody. Egypt.
Iran's on the side. You got South
Iraq.
Just imagine if Mexico, Canada, and Japan all at one time try to come at us. Now you got the West Coast, the North, and the South.
We probably still.
And the only thing we got clear is the East Coast. We gonna do something about that. Now, to your point, Israel is not us. They ain't us. They ain't got the backing, but they're backed by us. And I think that gives them more of a leg to stand on when they say, hey, we're going to attack people when they do something to us, because we know we got the United States got our back.
Right.
Because guess what? If we didn't, I think you said this before, they'd be obliterated. They would be gone if we didn't have their back. And that gives them a lot of confidence to do whatever they want. And they also know they got us by the short hairs.
Yeah.
They're like, we the only person you got. We the only place you got in the Middle East where you could come, be safe, yada, yada, yada. We got your back. You know what I'm saying? So they know if they're our only ally in that region, we can't abandon them. So, I mean, the preemptive doctrine, I think that if the United States was in their shoes, the United States would take that same approach to the preemptive doctrine.
Yeah.
We're going to handle it before it gets unmanageable.
Right. And have more imminent threats. It's like me and my mouth, because, I go around and I be like slick at the mouth, be like, he behind me. What you going to say? Oh, I'm going to say what I'm going to say, because he going you know, and you can't do that. I feel like they're being like wifey. Like, you need to
Yeah,
calm
you
down a
can't.
little bit. You can't be having your husband, you know, constantly.
Can't be shining the thick
right,
of it and shit.
right. You know, I have to look out for him too. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
That
But,
nigga kind of big.
yeah,
fool.
I'd be like, don't play with me.
Get back. Get back.
see him?
Oh my God.
You know, calm down.
Yeah, I mean, and you know, just the once, you know, we had something called the Monroe Doctrine,
Right.
and
Yep.
that, but that was basically where we were telling Europe, you just can't come over in America and just
And act
do whatever you
silly.
want to, and if you do, similar to what they're doing, but like you say, once again, we were still a big brother, and once again, you know, we could handle it, but like Israel is in a situation, and we had allies, but Israel ain't got nobody over there.
No.
Lying lonesome.
And I mean, and a lot of it is, like I said, once again, it's instigated. You know what I'm saying? Like Hamas, they started that shit.
Right.
Hezbollah just added on with it. You know what I'm saying? So, and Iran is backing all that. So,
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, it's all about political pressure. Like, there's a lot of politics involved with it, and that's our next reason is there's a lot of political pressure.